Before we start this video, I want to give a big shout out to my KOG members of the month, Blue Cat and Run2127. You guys are awesome, just saying. If you want your name here, consider hitting that join button for exclusive channel benefits. How's it going, guys? COVID survivor RNG Life over here is here. I don't know, dude. Basically, we got Kite Tenjo over here. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit better from my whole COVID thing. I was sick for a while. I'm not noticing any too crazy side effects, except for the fact that, like, I got, like, this permanent cough, and which I already had, and now I just got a wonky eye, but I think that's because I stopped sleeping for, like, 4 days. Cause I don't know why, dude. I couldn't sleep sometimes when I was just sick, but whatever. Kite is here. I've been waiting for the longest time for dueling stuff. Finally do something new, dude. Every time we get an event, it's just a repeat event, and I'm like, I don't care about this event, dude. Konami, please release something new, and this is at least something new. We got Kite Tenjo, and he is here, and he is unlockable, but for anybody wondering, asking, dude, how do I get him? When is he unlockable? You gotta wait till the 26th, so you gotta wait like a day or two. I'll say that relative to this video, so you just wait a bit. But yeah, at the time of recording this video, on day 1 that it's the event launched, he's not unlockable yet, but if you keep farming him, you'll get him eventually. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys how to farm level 40. I'm going to be looking at his rewards. We're going to be looking at stuff. And yeah, looking at it and starting off with our first card, Photon Advancer. Sorry about that in the background. There is construction going on. But we got Photon Advancer over here. This guy, I think he's not bad. I think he's a pretty cool card for the Photon archetype, for what like Photons want to do. I like him way more than like Photon Crusher, for example. I think this guy is generally pretty cool because he's able to like, special summon himself, and if special summon, he makes himself 2,000 attack, so that works really, really well with his ace monster, who has a really cool animation, by the way. Unfortunately, we're gonna get a box. I'm gonna try to make a video on the new box that's coming out. I gotta catch up on a lot of stuff. By the way, I just got home, so that's why I'm barely putting out this video late, because I just got home. This is the only one that I kind of like. We also have Giga Brilliant, who's an okay card. He's pretty alright for rank 3 Xyz. It just says once per turn you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card. All face-up monsters you can currently control gain 300 attack. Not too good, not too bad. It's a pretty generic boss monster if you just want to make a rank 3 spam deck that just summons big monsters and makes them bigger. That's about it. Aside from that, all his previous or all his other support is stuff that he's given us before. Illuminite he's given us in his previous event. Speaking of previous event, this is going to be pretty close to my previous video on him, actually. I'm using a modified version of the last deck I used on him because I don't want to use YuGiOh. Because I get bored, like, even I get bored using YuGiOh to farm every character. It just gets boring. So sometimes I like mixing it up and doing something new. If you don't have the cards that I'm going to be using today, we're going to be using YuGiOh. But let's go ahead and show off the deck. This is the deck, pretty much my anti-light farm deck that I made a while back. He was a roaming duelist at that time. So this is pretty much the same deck from last time, except I've taken out the 1 copy of Exchange, because he used to run that little Karibo thing. Fortunately, they fixed it, and they made him run different stuff, so now he runs like the Galaxy Eyes Ritual, and he does not have the Karibo that he blocks stuff from the hand, so that is fortunate. That is good for us. So yeah, now we don't have to worry about any last turn shenanigans. He just has a bunch of spells and stuff. You don't have to worry too much about it. All you really need to do is summon Ally of Justice Core Destroyer and win. And that's all it really is. That's all you really got to do with this deck. It's super easy. That's why I'm saying, like, you can use YuGiOh. YuGiOh is pretty straightforward. YuGiOh does its shenanigans, but this deck is also pretty good because all you need to do is draw into this guy and you win. You don't even need to draw into him. So if you draw your Mixeroid can actually summon himself. Tribute, you can summon UFOroid straight from the deck and now put this guy in defense. When he is attacked, you summon your other machine guy. So pretty good. In my last video, I talked about a lot of potential substitutions for the deck, but I don't like them as much because of the fact that he finds ways around it. There was another Ally of Justice kind of boss monster that if he attacks something and destroys it or whatever, you basically get a free draw, which is pretty cool. But the only downside is that he will take advantage of that and will attack you and make you deck out. So I don't want to risk it. I'd rather not risk it. I'd say run Ally of Justice Core Destroyer. If you don't have it, run YuGiOh. That's pretty much it. So the cards that I'm running, I'm only running 2 UFOroid. even though a lot of people are running 3. I only really want 2 because I don't want to draw it. I don't want to clog with it because you can't summon it on if you draw it. So you can leave it in the deck. That's fine. You want to draw Mixeroid. You want to draw Ally of Justice Quarter Starter, and then once you do, you basically win. It's all it really takes. Now, you will eventually want to get 2 copies of Quarter Starter on the board because if he does summon his Photon Dragon, you're going to want to have a second one to block because he will attack, banish, leave you open, and then attack with his other 2,000 beaters, which is very scary. He also has a few other potential stuff, and that we basically just run this card to take him out. So Light Imprisoning Mirror is the perfect card to shut down his whole deck. Basically, this says negate all light monster effects that are activated on the field or in the grave. So basically, he can't do anything. His effects become monsters become vanillas, and you're good, dude. I'm also running this Cat of Ill Omen. This card is really, really good for getting you that search. So if it's not really a search, but it puts it on top of the deck, and then you draw into it with one of these guys potentially. Or if you already have this, then there's no harm in drawing a good Goblin Housekeeping or maybe even Jar of Greed, preferably this. So yeah, there you guys go. I just generally like this deck against him. It's pretty easy. The only one time I've lost is a time when I bricked and I only drew, I think it was a UFO-roid, I think it was like a bunch of draw cards, and then a bunch of the last turn cards. Then I just lost, because I just did not draw one of my 6 playmaking cards. So, there's that. Aside from that, last turn engine, like I said, Vassal, Union Attack. We got Leeching the Light to mess him up because it really, really helps for that last turn. I also use the skill Attack Charge, but you can go skillless if you want. I'm just using Attack Charge because it's better than nothing. Also, it gives your monster a decent boost. So if you've stalled enough, you can even go without using Leeching the Light, because I have had him play his Photon Dragon in defense, like Tributes to, puts him in defense, which is kind of crazy, but he does. And if he does that and he has no light monsters, then you're kind of screwed out of your Leeching the Light. So yeah, that's why I'm saying Attack Charge is pretty good. That's pretty much a deck. I mean, also, threw this in there because why not, but you don't need to run it. It's a very, this is a desperate play. In case you got like a lot of your machines in the grave, you can potentially get a second monster. But yeah, let's go ahead and actually take this guy on and show off a live duel. Alright, Kite is here. So here we guys go. I'm using our boy Bronk just because, like I said, you can go skillless, you can use Yubel, you can use pretty much whatever, dude. He's not that difficult. Just do not use Xyz. Oh. It's a beautiful tone. Oh, okay. That was interesting. There's another character that does that, but he's with the harmonica. So, dude, it's been a while since I played Duel Links, so it feels nice to be back in here. This hand is a lot of UFOs. I'm gonna need some good goblins to put this back into the deck so I can actually use it. So that's a thing. I think my first play that's pretty decent is summoning my Ally of Justice. Once I have him out, he basically cannot attack. I have sealed his attacks. The only way he can actually pop off is if he overlays, summons a big monster, summons Galaxy Eyes, and then another monster somehow, and just attacks, banishes, attacks for 2,000. That would be the only way. But he has done it before. But here he is, dude. That animation looks pretty nice. Look at this big, thick boy. He's pretty swola. Alright, so he's out here. Look at him, dude. Very cool. Now, I think he is going to be a box card, so if you think, alright, I'm going to unlock him and get this card for free, hold your horses, my dude. Probably not going to work that way. Perfect card. That is exactly what I needed. So I'm going to set that and this. So that's cool, and I'm good. So, basically, Cat of Ill Omen is going to pretty much add me the card that locks out all his what is it, light effects. So attack, get my effect, gimme. So give me this, and there we go. So that puts it on top. So next turn I draw it, or this turn if I use this, which I might as well do because I want to put a UFO-roid on the bottom of the deck. So get that out of here, dude. Alright, so now let's get a draw. Let's see what we got. Secret Pass, that's fine. I'll set that. And I'm good. I don't really need to battle. I don't need to do too much. Even though I could battle just to get his level 4 off the board. Sorry if you guys hear hammering. That's just, like I said, construction. But, there we go. I could activate that. But remember, one thing you want to keep an eye on. If you activate Light Imprisoning Mirror, you will not be able to activate any UFO-roids. So that's why I'm kind of waiting a little bit. I'm possibly waiting until the last moment where I need the trap card, because I want to be able to use a UFO-roid. So I need to draw a Mixer-roid so I can pop off and get a few deck thinning. You know what I mean. So I'll set that. I'll possibly be using that. Remember, we already have a UFO at the bottom of the deck, so we will not draw him. So that's perfect, I guess. I'll use this for just because. Did we draw him? Not really. All right, so we did not draw him. I'll just put this guy in the bottom. It doesn't really matter. And if I draw him, then I'll activate him. I did not. Wow, dude, I cannot get that Mixer-roid. Basically, I don't need Mixer at this point. Dude, they're just straight up banging on that wall right behind me, dude. It's like they hear me recording and then just destroying the wall. So, yeah, Ally of Justice, I can just summon it and end the game, basically. That puts both of my monsters out. And then I'll activate this, which establishes the lock. And then I just have to draw all my cards. I will have a bunch of draws and stuff, so I probably will be able to deck thin more than him, because that's why I run so many goblins and jars of greed and whatever. So I could do that. I really wanted to activate UFO-roid, but unfortunately, we didn't get to do it on this game. So we're fine, dude. I'm just gonna go ahead and pass. Don't attack his defense monsters. You're not gonna like it. So let him flip. That's fine. Actually, now I'm gonna use this. Reverse Buster. All right, that's a pretty cool name right there, dude. It sounds really edgy. So I bet now I'm gonna draw Mixer-roid. Oh wow, no. I thought I would call it. All right. Oh, there he is. I was one card too late. I knew I would get it. So now that we did that, let's go ahead and just keep passing. At this point, it literally becomes a pass. So I think we're just going to go ahead and speed up until we get to the last turn. All I'm going to be doing is drawing and discarding all the useless cards, get my hands on all of the last turn cards, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's go ahead and speed it up. Alright, and it's time for the last turn. There's the Vassal, just where I put him. So I wasn't able to use Good Goblin because I didn't have enough cards. Dude, I swear, as soon as I start raising my voice to record, I hear louder and louder hammering. I don't know if it picks up on the recording, but yeah, dude, it's pretty noticeable. I swear, dude, it's getting annoying. Alright, so let's go ahead and summon our Vassal. Let's end this game. It's pretty simple at this point. You don't have to worry about those back row cards. Those are all spells. He does not run any traps. He doesn't run anything that you should really worry about. Activate Secret Pass first. Oh my goodness, they're knocking down my stuff. Dude, they're hammering right behind my wall. And it's actually knocking down all like my bookshelf stuff. So, yeah. I told you, construction. But yeah, so now we're just using this. I'm gonna use Leeching the Life last, just because. You know, just you don't wanna mess up and activate this and then like power up your monster and then be unable to give him that secret pass. That is basically just the theme, the meme. Now I'm gonna use Attack Charge just because I want to make him stronger. For no real, you don't need to do this, but I do it just because. 69. That's a lot of power. So we can go ahead and end the game now. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. It's straightforward. It's a pretty simple farm. This farm was actually pretty slow because I couldn't thin the deck out with all the UFO-roids. But, yeah, like I said, even worst case scenario, you're still pretty good as long as you don't draw all your last turn cards. But, yeah, let's go ahead and check on that, them rewards. Alright, so we should be getting about 8,000 points. There we go, 8,000 exactly. And that is because I didn't even use that many glossies. How many glossy points did I get? Let's check. I got 6 glossy cards played, so that helped me reach 8,000. So remember, you also need a few glossies. In this deck, it's like majority glossies and stuff, and you can upgrade your unions and stuff like that. So if you can't hit 8,000, I think both decks. I think both this and YuGiOh that I know of. I know for sure those will work, but I'm pretty sure both of those need pretty decent amount of glossies to beat him. But whatever, that's pretty much the farm. Let me know what you guys think. What are you guys using to farm him? I'm very curious because I always like it when people say, oh, I'm using Super Heavy Samurai or something weird, which I don't know about Super Heavy. I wouldn't recommend that. I don't know, dude. I haven't tested it out, so I wouldn't know. But, oh, hey, I just realized I got 5 gems. That's pretty cool. We're going to need that from when the new box drops. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to be uploading a few more videos now that we have actual new stuff coming to the game, so I'm pretty excited about that. So looking forward to that. But Hope you guys look forward to it as well, but that's pretty much it for today. And if you guys enjoyed, go ahead and leave a like, share, and subscribe for more Duel Link shenanigans. But anyway, thank you guys for watching today. Have a great day, and see you guys.